Illustrator is a practical software. Practical. So let's begin doing and stop just looking at the tools, Let's first start by creating a bottle cap in Illustrator. Alright, bottle cap. So I've dragged the star. Now note that it is retaining our previous manipulations from the software from the previous lesson. So up and down, alright. So I'm adding the corners of the star, and then Alt, alright, to make them blunt. See that? If I release Alt, they'll go back to sharp. So Alt, right, and then there is something new. Now up here we have the direct select tool, which will select every object, and up here we have the select tool, which will select the object. But to manipulate the particular points of this object, we choose the direct select tool. Alright, so I can manipulate a point. For example, I can make this sharp again. Alright, let me undo by pressing Ctrl Z, and then I'm going to select all the points by pressing Ctrl A. So I've selected all the points of this particular bottle cap that I want to use. Now remember, we want something smooth, so they are these manipulation anchors. Alright, if I click and drag, you can see they are changing the corners of this particular, they are smoothening the lines of this particular bottle cap. It's no longer sharp as it was, it is now smoothened. See, sharp and then now smoothened. Alright, and now next I can do is add an ellipse in the middle of that. Get the ellipse. Now look for the center. How do I look for the center? Somewhere in the middle here. Okay, I drag. Now remember, I've dragged, but it is giving me it is scaling at all times. I haven't released the mouse yet, so I press shift to receive a uniform oval shape. Press the space bar, right, to move it somewhere in the center. Press shift again, scale, press the space bar. Now you can see I'm pressing shift, but it's scaling from a particular point up there in the corner. If I press Alt, right, it is scaling from up where maybe it was created, and then I press the space bar. Alright, so I can scale uniformly. I'm still pressing Alt while pressing the space bar. Okay, so if this was my bottle cap, I can change the color of this maybe to yellow, and change the color of this maybe to green. That will depend on your preference. Now I have a would-be bottle cap with smooth corners, or it could be sharp corners. Now next could be adding lines. Alright, next could be adding lines. I can add lines manually, alright, but we shall see with the different tools how we can manipulate this to be more better. Right, I've added 1, 2, 3, but then I'm pressing shift to select different lines. I'm going to add, alright, I want to get the stroke, that's why I had to click elsewhere, sorry. Pressing shift. I'm going to add on the stroke, and then I choose now the profile. It's uniform. Let me choose a width profile 1. That way I've created some little manipulations on this. So press shift. Sorry. And then I can choose what kind of manipulation I need. Okay, even reduce the stroke. That way if I continue all around, I can have a simple lookalike of a bottle cap.